These counter trend setups, like I told you all, only look to risk 1 to 1.5 on these trades. If I have my overall flow of the market setups going with the trend, I risk 2%. Challenge account, we are currently at focus 49,000. So
since last week was already shitty, we starting off this week pretty strong with a no trade so far. You can see how price is trying to take off. Price did form the 4-hour retracement, tapping back into that broken structure, but it's trying to take off without us. You can see how that bearish engulfing is attempting to allow this 1 hour to go break past this lower low. We haven't fully tapped back into our recent break of structure, which is why I'm not really interested. And I'm not about to force anything. Right now, EuroCAD, it's ready, but it's not ready. It hasn't retested our zone, hasn't showed us rejection towards our zone. And since we don't see rejection, we don't see any reaction towards our area of interest, we simply walk away. We don't force the trade. Like I said, last week we learned our lesson, so we're not doing it again. We're simply gonna walk away. This was a trade we had. It's not ready, and yeah, that's really it. So right now, y'all know the daily regimen. Today's Wednesday. We got shoulders today. I'm about to go get ready, hit the gym, and like always, bring y'all with updates whenever we get back. All right, y'all, we got a opportunity to trade tonight. The opportunity we have is on AUDJPY. About to show y'all, so check me out. Check me out. You can see this is the daily time frame. The price reaches this area of resistance, support, right? You can see the last time we reached it, price reached, rejected, formed that bearish engulfing and fell. Same thing's happening now. We reached it, we're now rejecting. Price has formed that bearish engulfing. I'm looking for price to fall. You can see how that allowed the 4-hour time frame to perform this break of structure, which ultimately allowed the 1-hour time frame to perform the same thing. What I'm waiting is for the pullback towards this recent break of structure, have the break, the retest, rejection, and look for price to continue to go. Very simple trade tonight. AUDJPY is my number one. We are going to see what happens. I am excited about this trading pair. I do see it happening or giving us an opportunity come later tonight, just due to everything really lining up to perfection. Everything looks clean. Now we just simply have to wait and see what happens with price if it decides to give us opportunity. Like always, when we enter this trade, I'm gonna update y'all with that. Right now, I just gotta wait. I don't see anything else happening. There's nothing to do but to wait. So I'm gonna wait. If we can get a position, good. If we can't, towards another trade. So I'm gonna catch y'all later on with updates. Price absolutely tanked. Same pair, AUDJPY. Price flew. So going towards 1-hour time frame, you can see how price did reach our area of interest, but the 4-hour never formed the retracement. I want to pull back like we done there, like we've done here, and like we've done here. Price never gave me the retracement. We don't trade. We have another pair though. Like Nish. Huh? Your booty all in the mirror.
Sorry.
You just tooted up and
sorry.
Just tooting it.
Sorry.
We got more opportunities though. NZDJPY. Never mind. It's looking like that's taking off too. We still haven't formed a pullback, so it's not looking like we're gonna trade anything tonight. I'm about to send out the updates to the Discord and the Telegram to let them know. But yeah, nothing right now. I guess I will catch y'all tomorrow. Oh, what's today?
Thursday?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all Friday. No, today's not Thursday. Today's Wednesday. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, Thursday, for some trades, because I do see a possible counter trend setup coming to life. We'll see. I'm gonna update y'all later. What up, y'all? We back. It is Thursday. Updates on the charts. Nothing really happened. Why do I do that? I just push the chair in, knowing I'm about to sit down so I can talk about I'm not gonna lie. What I do is when I cut this camera on, I get nervous. Can't lie. Why? I don't know. Let's just talk about the charts. Like I know already, last night we talked about, we had 2 opportunities. What was it? I think it was, don't tell me, I'm trying to remember. Okay, we had NZDJPY. Obviously, we know why we stopped being interested in that pair. And then last pair we had was AUDJPY. Both pairs took off without us. Both trades, though, trading callouts or trading pairs, are doing exactly what I believe price should have done. It's just not doing it how I wanted it to be done. So first one, we have AUDJPY. Clear as day, you can see how price had the break of those lows. We had the retest of those lows and now having the continuation. Price simply left us with no entry and we walked away. So that's that. Next we had NZDJPY. Same thing. You can see the break of structure. Price attempted to have the pullback, never left us with an entry signal. And now you can see price continuing back towards the downside. Again, just doing what I said, just not how I wanted it to be done. I'm not worried about those trading pairs because we have a good looking trade come later tonight. So I'm about to give y'all a little glimpse of it. We still gotta wait until this daily candlestick closes, so we just gotta see. But on here, you can see where we have area of support, we have a potential area of resistance. We found rejection once over here. I'm looking for price to do it again right here. Last time price tapped into, we formed the tap, bearish engulfing, we fell. Tap, bearish engulfing, probability of falling pretty high. We drop towards the lower time frames. You can see how we recently just broke out of this structure. If I continue to drop towards the lower time frames, you can see how we now have an area of support slash resistance. Hold on, let's make it look cleaner. So now you can see we have an area of resistance, support, 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 and now potential resistance. If price can pull back, show me signs of rejection come later tonight, we continue to route this trade towards the downside. Everything looks good. It's a simple break and retest setup, but like I said, we have to wait to see if the daily candlestick closes with this beautiful bearish engulfing. If we can have that bearish engulfing, this allows us to see that 1, selling pressure is into play, 2, our structure is maintaining, 3, we have a possibility of entry, and then 4, we ride this damn trade towards targets. Let's see what happens. Right now, same regimen. I'm about to get up, go to the gym, and go about my day. When the trade comes, or when the market gives us opportunities, y'all already know, I'm gonna cut y'all on, we're gonna walk through it, take the trade, and we're going to give updates throughout the trade. So stay tuned and let's see what happens. All right, y'all, so I was sitting here and I was having some emotions. I guess my emotions were more just if I should enter with this certain dollar amount, because like you all know, we're still in the midst of passing this challenge. So my thing was, okay, if I risk this much, blah, blah, that's where I was messing up. And I'm coming on here to, one, take accountability and just record it. But I was coming to the market and I was coming prepared tonight, just looking at how much money is there to be made, or how much money is there to risk on this table, instead of me focusing in on the chart and really just looking for the plan. As long as the plan show up, I then determine how much I want to risk. These counter trend setups, like I told you all, I only look to risk 1 to 1.5 on these trades. If I have my overall flow of the market setups going with the trend, I risk 2% just due to it having a higher probability of playing out overall, and so on and so forth. So right now, yeah, we just came down to that conclusion together. We're going to risk around 1.315, so around 750 to 600 on this trade, just depending on how much we want to risk, and just go from there. Like I said, I told you all the focus of last week was not on the charts, it was on the profit and the money, but we're just keeping our focus on the charts. We're just going to maintain our priority, and our priority is the chart work, analysis of the chart, technical analysis of the chart, making sure that that goes first. Fundamentals and all that extra, that's just like a cherry on top. I don't really, as long as the technicals are good, everything else flows. So right now, focusing on the technical, and we obviously came up with the overall amount that we will be risking on this trade. If we are presented, we're risking around 1.3, 1.5, not thinking about money, thinking about percentage. 1.3%, 1.5%, and we'll go from there. So yeah, updates will be coming later tonight if we are left with some type of opportunity. Y'all stay tuned. What up, y'all? We got updates on the trading pair, USD CAD. I don't know, what did I leave y'all off at? Okay, so all the pairs we called out NZD JPY, AUD JPY. I believe we had Euro GBP and USD CAD. So we're gonna go over those 4. First, we're gonna start with USD CAD. 4-hour time frame. You can see how price has recently formed the retracement, which we were looking for. Price formed the retracement as I dropped towards the 1-hour time frame. You can see how this retracement, however, is a little too, hold on. This retracement is a little too steep. So the 1-hour time frame, you can see clear as day, we have the retracement, but we are underneath the zone that is treated as resistance. I'm not looking to buy back into the zone. As soon as price can break above, we find our entry. Next was NZD JPY. You can see this trade just never respected this zone, continued to go. Next, we have Euro GBP. Same thing. You can see how price is moving, but price last night never left us with any type of entry. Hold on. No entry signal, no trade. Same trade call out, 4-hour. We have the pullback, the rejection. Now we can see price continue. And then the last trade we called out was AUD JPY. Same thing, price is forming the retracement, not respecting the zone, and we walk away. So all the trades we called out, only one trade currently is playing out to the T Euro GBP. Like I told y'all, we didn't get a entry signal, so we simply walk away. I didn't really like this setup overall. It was just ugly, simply. No trade this week. That's how it is. USD CAD never gave us an opportunity, and I'm about to go to the gym. Nothing has changed. I don't know, USD CAD still looks like it has a possibility right now. You can see how price is looking like it's forming that doji. If the next candlestick is only almost 9 o'clock. Time I stop trading is like 11:30, 11:40 because it's switching over to Asian session. I like to trade either New York or London session. Right now, we're still in New York until like 11 o'clock. So we're still good to go. And even if I do find a position on this trade, I'm simply going to swing it over into next week. And we take this trade into next week. So right now, we're forming this doji. Price could possibly form that bullish engulfing that 3-bar reversal pattern, getting back above this zone, simply leaving us with an entry to ride towards 138, 355. The trade is still valid. We still have possibilities to catch a position. We simply have to wait and allow trade to develop. So right now, I'm about to go to the gym. Truth be told, I'm about to go get on that toilet because your boy's stomach is bubbling. And we're gonna go from there. The dogs, they agree. So I guess I'm gonna cut y'all on later on to give y'all updates on what happened. To be honest, I don't think anything's gonna happen. It's going to be a no trading week. Last week we should have caught that trade, but y'all know why. I'm going. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I guess I'll update y'all, like I said. Deuces. So obviously you can tell with AUD USD, nothing really went on. We were looking at Euro USD, but the same exact thing on the 4-hour time frame before price formed that retracement. That 1-hour time frame started to show a little bit of choppiness and then had that continuation towards the upside. Ultimately, we was just never left with an entry, nor were we left with the proper setup. That's fine. We called out, I believe, 2 to 3 trades this week. All of them played out to the T. We just didn't have an opportunity to capitalize with those trades. For tonight, we do have a good opportunity. I do see Euro NZD or Euro CAD, one of those two. We have a great setup coming for tonight. Just know we might have a trading opportunity tonight, which I'm excited for. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm about to go head to the gym. Y'all obviously know the daily regimen. We'll go to the gym, come back, run, record, really it, trading stuff, edit. So nothing else going. Updates will be coming once we find that position and we enter. Welcome back, y'all. So we have opportunities, but the opportunities that we are seeing are not meeting our rules. So right now, I think I left y'all off at AUD USD. So we're gonna start at AUD USD. I'm about to show y'all what happened. So AUD USD price absolutely took off. You can see we was looking for the retracement at this area. Price never formed the retracement, instead had the continuation. That's fine. First trade played out to the T. What was the next trade we called out? I can actually just tell y'all what we called out. Next we had trade idea number 2, Euro NZD. What happened? The exact same thing. We was looking for price to form rejection at this area where we have this box. Price never had the next pullback. Instead, we continued walking away. Again, another trade called out to perfection. The last trade we are looking at right now is GBP in USD. I'm not in this trade, but the trade does look good, so hold on. Daily time frame, you can see how price is in this bearish market due to the breakout of these lows. This allowed the 4-hour time frame to also have that break of structure. You can see right here where price had the break of structure, we had the push, and now price is having that retracement back towards this structure. The only downside that I don't like is this hiccup. You can see this little hiccup being an area of where price had a possible move towards the upside on the lower time frames, but it formed this hiccup, then had the retracement. That I don't like. I just don't like it. Why do I not like it? Because it's ugly structure. So I'm about to show y'all the difference. We have GBP USD with this little ugly structure, and then we have our recent trade that we took, USD CAD, 2 opportunities actually, and you can see both of these. We have clean structure, entry, clean structure, entry. And this is ugly structure, no entry. This is just like a mock trade, just showing you what it would look like if we were into this position. And like you all can see, we are almost hitting stop loss based off of ugly structure. The cleaner the structure, the cleaner the trade. The uglier the structure, the uglier the trade. As simple as day. So right now I did a little walkthrough on why I'm not entering. Like I just told you all, the structure is ugly. Nobody has a gun to my head telling me to enter this trade, and I'm not forced to enter. So we're not going to enter. We haven't taken a trade this week. I would love to take a trade this week, but I'm not going to force anything. If the trade happens, it happens. Right now, it's not happening. So we just simply continue to wait
and see what happens. At 8:45 we have news. I'm gonna cut y'all back on to show y'all what happened with the news, just to show y'all either the outcome of us losing this trade, or if the news event happened, it probably helped this trade. One thing that I am looking at is, let's zoom back in. As I go towards the 15, you can see how on the 15-minute time frame, it's performing exactly what I want to see, right? We had the original breakout where we found our entry based off of the break of these lows after price had the retest and the flip from bullish to bearish. Once we seen the break, we found our entry, and now we're just waiting. But like I said, I don't like how price is looking, and at 8:45 in the next 5 minutes, price gives me another break of these 15-minute lows. I will possibly find a entry. We will route this trade towards the downside. This just allows me to see the multiple rejections price is finding towards this area on the lower time frame, which is good. I just want to see price break these lows. This just shows me that selling pressure is stepping into play. We could possibly see this trade ride back towards targets. So I just gotta wait. We gotta wait. We gotta be patient. We gotta wait. We gotta see what happens. Let it develop and go from there. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna rush it. Y'all know what happens when you rush it. Everything starts messing up. I'm not rushing. We're gonna see what happens and go from there. So if we catch a trade, I'm gonna cut y'all back on. I guess I'm gonna cut y'all back on anyway because news happens and I want to show y'all what happens with the news. So I'll see y'all here in a minute. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to this trading stuff, man, I'm really good. I'm just really good. Exactly what we talked about on GBP USD. Why we did not enter this trade, saved ourselves from an L. Simply just gotta have patience, ladies and gentlemen. You have patience, you won't enter this trade. Why? Because it's ugly. It's an ugly structure. You see that. There's no point to enter a trade with ugly structure because you get an ugly reward. I don't want ugly. We walk away. So I guess another week of no trading. I will catch y'all next week. Prayfully, bro, we can catch a trade. I'm tired of sitting on my hands, but I know when I'm sitting and I'm not trading, this is when I make the most money because I'm not just jumping towards every trade. I'm more precise and we're more relaxed. So let's see what happens. All right, so a lot of stuff just happened really fast. GBP USD, we have a possible entry coming. So y'all remember when I told y'all we was a little too early, we want to be patient, see rejection, see what price really does before we just jump in. So for our time frame, we left this huge wick rejection, which I talked about, towards our recent area of interest, being our area of support. This allowed the lower time frame, such as the 15-minute, let me refresh. You can see this allowed the 15-minute time frame to have this push, have this retracement, and then form another area of support. We now have a clean area of support. We have a clean rejection towards our area of interest. We have possibly a bearish engulfing candlestick forming, and we have our entry. Everything now adds up to being clean structure, semi-clean structure. Why do I say semi? Because we still have that hiccup on the 4-hour time frame, which I told you all I don't like. That is ugly. So I don't like it, but price is still, it still looks good. So we're gonna see what happens if in the next hour and a half presented with opportunity. If we find a trade, I will make sure I will cut you all on and show y'all that trade. So y'all stay tuned. Well, we didn't take any type of trades. No opportunity was presented and we simply just didn't trade. We called 3 trades this week. All the trades played out to the T, which is amazing. That's what you want to see. Hold on. Look. Say hello to my people, please.
What's up, his people?
She's about to go to work, so I'm about to go walk her to her car.
Where is Nina?
But no, we didn't take any trades. As y'all can see, it never pulled back towards our area of interest, so we simply didn't take it. 0 trades this week. All trades played out to the perfection. We just wasn't left with any type of entries to capitalize. But next week looks really good. A couple pairs are lining up, showing us the opportunity in the market. So next week, possibly Monday, if not Tuesday, we'll be looking to take a trade and go from there. So another week, no trade. This is going to be a long freaking video, and it's nothing much that I'm doing. Well, I don't think it's gonna be that long because there's nothing really going on. Anything you want to say, Nish?
Have a great day today.
Have a great day today. So I guess I'll update y'all next week or later today, either
We're
or.
gonna see y'all when we see y'all.
Deuces. What up, y'all? Welcome to another video. Not even to the video. Welcome to the continuation of week 11. Like, we haven't traded for almost 2 weeks. Finally caught a position. I'm about to give y'all updates and we're gonna go from there. So come on.
We are in a position on AUD CAD. You can see right here, top left. If I can zoom in, you can see top left. So I'm about to do y'all a quick rundown on why we took this trade. Daily time frame, you can see that we are in this bearish trend. Price is underneath this area of resistance / support, and we're showing major signs of rejection. On top of that, the rejection allowed the 4 hour to perform this break of structure. You can see the break, the retest of that structure with this beautiful rejection. This also allowed the 1 hour to do the exact same thing with the break retest setup. After we had that, I simply wait for the 5 minute to present me with the shifter structure, which you all can see. We go from bullish to bearish due to the break of these higher lows. Price has the continuation break. We simply found our entry. Now we're waiting. Updates like always will be coming to y'all throughout the day. I'm simply 7:51. Like you all know, I'm about to get ready, go to the gym, do what I gotta do, and see how the trade plays out. So updates like always will be posted. All right, so we went to go hit a run, good run today. So this is what's going on with the market. All right, so you can see we found our entry here. Price broke underneath our zone and price started to retrace like we talked about earlier. What I'm thinking that could happen is price can continue to work its way back up, respect this lower high, and by respecting this lower high, we're also respecting this area of support / resistance, reject this area, form that bearish engulfing, and then we fall towards targets. Until price gives us a rejection towards that zone, or even just break through this area of, well, our lower low, this area here. If we can break through here, price can easily go towards targets. If we can respect here and then break through here, that's even better. Price can go towards targets. See what happens with price. See if I was right or see if I was wrong. Updates will be coming. What up, y'all? Updates, like y'all know, coming on the charts, and it's nothing good. No, this trade, we were just completely wrong. So hold on, I'm about to show y'all. You can obviously see that on this 1 hour time frame, price has gone to hit our stop loss. But the thing is, we're still underneath the zone, treated as support and resistance, and you can obviously see price finding that rejection. That's fine, but at the end of the day, once price breaks this lower high, that shows me that I was just completely wrong, and price can continue heading towards the upside. That happens. We've called out so many trades that played out to the T that it didn't leave us with opportunity, but we called them out and they played out to perfection. We've called out so many trading pairs that we did not take. It was just price never left us with an entry. And then the one trade we did call out, when price leaves us with an entry, we were just completely wrong about this setup. Again, it happens, it's fine. I can't do anything about it. We lost around, I'm about to show y'all. We lost around, and it pissed me off, because when I have my stop loss set up, y'all can see, right? My stop loss is here. Price is here. And we lost around $750. I was only supposed to lose like $550 to $600. I lost $755 because I forgot to put my stop loss. Please do not forget to put your stop loss. Y'all don't realize how pissed off I was. But again, I can't blame anyone but myself, because I'm the reason that I did not have a stop loss. I didn't make sure, I didn't take the time out of my day. I apologize for Boston. I didn't just take the time and analyze everything, just making sure everything was down, stop loss, all that stuff. But nevertheless, challenge account, we are currently at focus 49,000. So only down 1.5%, which is totally fine. I thank the Lord that I have an unlimited time with this challenge, because I can just continue to trade with no worries and go from there. Next week we will have a better week. We said that last time, but we can't really control the markets. I say that all the time. Can't control the markets, control our emotions. We did everything right. This trade was amazing, and we're going to walk away. We were simply wrong. Another thing, let me show y'all this. So say if price does not break this lower high, instead we show this sign of rejection like we're doing right now, and price has some type of reaction and a push back down towards the downside. I would love to get back in on this trade only if on the 5 minute time frame we can break past this lower high, showing me that selling pressure is still in play, and we can possibly find an entry and get back inside this trade. Right now, we're simply waiting on that break of structure. The 1 hour has not broken past that lower high point, which is good. I could still be right about this trade if price respects this area. If it gives me that break, we find our entry, we can, like I said, continue to ride this trade towards targets. But if price does not respect this area, if price does give me a break, my analysis on this pair was completely wrong. Why do I say that? Because now my 1 hour time frame will be bullish, my 4 hour time frame will be bearish. Out of sync means that it's not ready to trade. But if price stays in this trend that we're showing right now, 1 hour being bearish, 4 hour being bearish, a simple wick out and continuation, what could be happening? And we could still find possibilities in the market due to us just seeing this wick out, seeing the manipulation within the market, and overall our analysis still being correct. So we'll see what happens. If we don't find an entry, like you all know, we just lost. We'll come back next week and I'll cut y'all back on, end out this video. If we do find an entry, I'm gonna cut y'all back on, we'll get in, end out this video. So let's see what happens. I'm a little upset, but it is what it is. It's my fault, I didn't put a stop loss, but it's just one loss. It's really not a big of a thing. That's why it's really important to work on risk management, because risk management really plays a big part, because without risk management, there would be no more trading. Because say if I was just risking 2.5, 4% on this trade on a challenge account, simply would have broke that plan that they have set of not over leveraging, over risking, and you would have lost. Why? Because you don't have a proper risk management plan. When you have a proper risk management plan, it allows you to take these losses but still have a higher capital from the losses than you would if you was over risking and so on and so forth and just draining your capital, right? So I have a thing when I'm taking counter trend setups, I risk less. Where I'm taking the overall flow of the market setups, I will risk more due to me having higher time frames of influence compared to lower time frames and influence. So one of those weeks, can't really control it. We've been calling out some bangers. The one banger we decided to enter did not want to play out. We still are respecting our zones. We still are respecting everything. So we'll just see what happens. We still got time. Still trading. Just not going nowhere. I'll catch y'all back on later. Deuces. Yo, look at this. Like, I don't lie to you all. So going back towards the 1 hour, look how huge of a rejection candle we have. We have this huge bullish candle. Now we're having this huge bearish candle. If we can close in the next 10 minutes like so, I will possibly be looking for my entry based off of my 5-minute break of structure. As you all can see, I'm waiting on this. Price has recently got all the way back down towards this support zone. As long as price can show me the break of this support, showing that price is going from bullish to bearish, I will get in this trade. So right now I gotta wait, see what price wants to continue to do. But all right, y'all, so I ended up closing out the trade. It just, no reason to force a setup when it's just not there. So I ended up closing. You can obviously see price looks like it wants to go. It's forming that rejection, as you all can see, towards this area. We can possibly see price drop, but I can see a better opportunity next week. There's no point of holding this trade and risking capital, which I don't have to risk, but I'm risking it to make it back due to us getting wicked out. Like I said, I do see this trade still falling towards targets, but I'm not going to be in it. So we're going to walk away. Trading challenge or trading account is not the best. It looks pretty bad, but that's okay because it can turn pretty good. So look, the last few trades we've called out, like, I'm just beyond upset because we're on a hot losing streak, but it's only because I've been calling out bad trades. These 4, we've already went over those trades. It was stupid trades. We should never enter those trades, and we should never taken those losses to the account, which it is what it is. This trade, this was a good trade. We was simply wicked out, and we closed at break even on the second position, but I believe this was a wick out, and I do see price continuing towards targets. If price does not go towards targets and it continues to go the opposite direction, I was just simply wrong about this trade, and I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that, actually. So trading challenge still going amazing. We can make back what we lost. Y'all will see that come next week. I'm ready for the markets to get back on the right track. Once we can get the markets back in the groove of things, everything's going to be fun. Like I said, it's not an excuse. It was still a good trade in my eyes. We just simply wasn't able to capitalize. So we'll see what happens come next week. Besides that, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Deuces. I can't do nothing about it. Overall, I didn't like the trade, so I exited. So I'm happy with why I exited the trade. I'm happy with why I entered the trade. It was ugly, a lot of ugly structure when I closed it. That's why I closed it. So I'm happy I closed it, and I'm also happy that the analysis of the trade is playing out correct. Wasn't able to capitalize. It is what it is. We have cleaner markets coming next week, and we'll make it back then. Just got back outside, well, inside from working out, hit a run. That's why I'm looking like this. Yeah, the trade is playing out
to the T. Exactly how I said it would. Simply just not in it. Off to the next trade. Look at it. Easily could have got back our loss from today. Would have been up at least 1,000. It's all right. We're good. See you next time.